Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a drink, it is time for some Path of Exile discussion. Today I wanted to talk about the grindiest of all of the challenges in patch 3.21. This is Dense Domains. This is the challenge that requires you to do 15,000% pack size worth of maps. Now, if you're mostly running Atlas content, specifically staying in maps and not really doing other things like delve and heist a lot, then this is something that you'll get through natural gameplay. But generally I find people are often interested in doing other things as well, and if you're in that situation, you might find that this is an overwhelming amount of play that's required. In that case, let me introduce a couple of tips that will speed this up a lot. The first tip is allocating growing hordes on your Atlas. Now this will provide you with 20% pack size at very low investment, 28% at a higher investment, and 40% at considerably higher investment. In practice though, rusted scarabs and polished scarabs give the best bang for the buck, and these will really turbocharge the amount of pack size you're getting. However, growing hordes is only the second best option on the Atlas. The best one is going to be Grand Design. Grand Design isn't necessarily something I would recommend for most strategies. This comes about more when you're trying to get your challenges done. It's not something that fits very many Atlas approaches in general. However, when it's good, it's really good. Small Atlas passive skills are turned off. So that means I get absolutely nothing from this node, and all I get out of this node is the ability to connect my Atlas together. However, in exchange for this, your maps gain 1% increased pack size per allocated notable passive skill. And those Atlas passive skills still continue to work, so you end up getting a considerable boost to the amount of pack size on every map that you run. Now you can set up your Atlas with pretty much anything you want. However, I would suggest that you focus on having as many content blocks as you can reasonably put on, because these will provide you very easy to access notable nodes. Don't take content blocks that actually brick things you're investing in on your Atlas, but do take a bunch of random content blocks for stuff you're not investing in, because that will give you a lot of extra pack size through Grand Design. Now, Grand Design should be able to give you 30% increased pack size. The last thing we've got here is Shaping the Valleys. This will give you 10% increased pack size of your maps, but only when you use Fortune Favors the Brave. So with this setup, you're looking at something like 60% increased pack size. Now we're going to take a tier 10 Foundry map. Tier 10 because tier 10 tends to be a bit faster than tier 16s and you won't be distracted by altars. And we're using Foundry map because the layout is very clear. Once you learn it, basically you don't turn in this map. And if you do that, you'll get straight to the boss. And then we're throwing in 4 bad rusted scarabs. Finally, select Fortune Favors the Brave, and in we go. Now this map should have something like 80% pack size on it. And it is actually exactly 80%. 20% of that is from the map itself, 10% of that is from Fortune Favors the Brave, 30% of it is from Grand Design with my current Atlas setup, and 20% is from Growing Hordes with the way that we've set this up. Now we're just going to run through this map. You can kill stuff on the way if you want. It's entirely optional whether you do or not. Generally speaking, if you don't kill stuff, you run the risk of getting body blocked, which can be annoying. If you have really fast side content that you run across while you're doing it, you can run that if you want. Again, not really important whether you do so or not. I generally speaking wouldn't do things that take longer, but if it's stuff that's really that you can blitz like that encounter there then, with a strongbox, then yeah, do it. Then you get to the end, come in here, do the boss, and the boss here does have a bit of burst damage even in low tiers, so you just got to be aware of that. You do have to dodge that slam sometimes, especially depending on the map mods. And there you go, that's 80 points towards Dense Domains in well under a minute. So if you keep doing this, you'd be able to do the entire challenge in 3 hours if you didn't run out of Foundry maps on the way. There are plenty of other maps that will fill in for Foundry. As I say, Foundry is the best of them, but you can do exactly the same strategy on a slightly worse map like Beach and still get a really good time for it. That's all I got on this. May your Val Orbs have interesting results, and I will see you around.